Hey everyone, welcome back to Evony with Genghis. Today we are not on a server. We are analyzing what happened in the developers call. So about a week ago, a couple of weeks ago, there was a developer call, and then a week ago I released my thoughts on it, what it sounded like Evony was going to make changes on, what it sounded like they weren't going to make any changes on. Now Evony has finally released their results, and we get to see exactly what they're going to make changes on. So let's go over them one at a time. So these are Evony's comments, and these are their answers of what they're going to change in the game. So let's go over this. Battle of Shalon's difference in combat power between the alliances is too large. Too bad, says Evony. Expanding the number of finalists in the Battle of Shalons from 16 to 64. Changing the process from 16 to 4 and 4 to 1 and 64 to 16 and 16 to 4 and 4 to 1. Not going to happen. It is recommended to increase the number of continents for All-Stars and Battle of Shalons. Evony says, not happening. Relaxed requirements for obtaining wings in BOC and BOG to top 250. Evony says, we're thinking about something, but we don't know when it's going to happen. The optional time period for Battlefield is not friendly to players from some time zones. Evony says they'll think about it. I think that one actually is to do with All-Stars. All-Stars for North Americans on the Eastern time zone takes place at 1 in the morning till 3 in the morning, and that is just ridiculous on a work week. I have a job. I'm not going to stream. If I was playing, I'd probably play, but I'm not going to stream. And I bet they're going to have very few streamers for this. That's why they've offered more rewards. But I continue to tell them, it's the time. I'll gladly do it. I would do it pretty much for free, just to do it, just whatever. But I'm not doing it at 1 a.m. I don't care what the rewards are. I have a real job that pays more than imaginary gems in this game. So just not happening. You can give me as many gems as you want, and I'm probably not going to do it. Hope to improve the rewards of Battle of Shalons, and hope the new dragon is All-Star Siege buff. Both of those are happening this All-Star event. Increase the frequency of merging servers. You can merge 3 servers together. Under optimization happening in May. Also happening in May. Preset Prestige will reset after server merge. So let me look in the game here. If we go to Prestige, this is what they're talking about here, ranking. So when I merged, my server merged with a 5-year-old server, and all these players who'd been playing for 5 years had so much more prestige than me. I went all the way from, I think I was 12 or 13, down to about 140. I lost 2 subs, so I was holding 8 subs, but I could only hold 6, so I couldn't change subs for like 8 months until I got back to 8-8. Now, all the way back at the top, and I'm closing in on Archduke again. I would actually like, and one of the comments in this chat was, in the developer call, was just reset server prestige every year or something like that. Because someone who's been playing for 5 years, but they don't do anything anymore, but they built up all this prestige in year 1 and 2, why should they get to sit up there and hold all the subs? So I would like them to reset it all the time, but that's just my hope. In here it says Evony will reset it after server merges. Add a sub slot to Regent. Evony says no. Add function directly to treat selected troops in the hospital. Evony says that's coming in May. So this is also from a guy in my alliance, Whistling Pig. He suggested they should have a heal preset. So maybe you could heal your rally spot preset number 5. And that's your archer one. Now my archer one is number 5. So I could just heal it. I think there'll have to be a little bit of thought into this. Otherwise, you're going to get people who just sit right beside their top rallier with 4 marches and just heal them all every single time and keep sending it. And there's no risk because they ghost them, drop it, join. Ghost it, drop it, join, right? So there's no risk of anyone actually attacking them. So I hope that there's something, maybe a timer on it, that you can't do it all the time. I guess we'll see what happens. Oh, this was the best question in the developer call. Can we get Raged King in the tavern? I haven't got him for 5 years. And Evony says no. Hope to expand the Alliance territory because of all these Minsky castles that are 3x3 and have no buffs are taking up space. Evony says too bad. New difficulty level to Vikings. I really thought Evony was going to do that. I really thought they were going to add a higher level to Vikings, and they said no. Add dragons available in other ways. No. Empty the white and green cities that aren't being sub-cities that aren't being used off the map. Evony says it's happening. It is recommended to add more elements that can make civilian players feel more engaged. No suitable plans. I assume that I don't really understand that question. Maybe that's about like we want more things like barbarians or more Santas on the map. I don't really understand that question. And I don't know why anyone who asked that would be in the developer call. The drop rewards for level 16 and 17 boss are too big compared to the damage you take. There are plans to help this, but not happening yet. We don't know when. It's recommended that neons and pumpkins be added at different times of the year. Possibly. Hope to reduce the soul cost for SVS. There are plans, but we don't know when. The beast experience books, spirit beasts, are useless after the beasts are full. It takes up space. Can we decompose it? Possibly. More gold and speed ups and stamina in the $99 pack. Already optimized. Of course. So the one thing that people spend money on, Evony will do it. Hope that Royal Waybills can mail gold or open a function like an exchange, a black market, so that players can trade gold and items between each other. Not happening. So the reason Evony is probably not going to let that one happen is because once a market goes over level 30 and it's at 31, you can no longer buy resources on the black market. So that means any alt that has a market over 31 is probably sitting on billions and billions and billions of gold. And Evony probably they have no motivation to let you send that over to your main keep. That's my thought. Hope to make it easier to get tactic scrolls. Not happening. Evony already put them in Ymers, and I'm not sure not sure if they're going to make them any more available. Other people in the call were asking, can we convert our research stones to tactic scrolls? That would be a decent idea, even if it was at like a rate of like 100 to 1 or 10 to 1. Viking events and Garuda have too little rewards and cannot collect all the fragments in the regular wheel. So the Garuda one, Evony says, okay, I guess we'll see what we can do about these low-level bosses. Because there was talk in the call about, on old servers, like 5 and 6 years old, why not just eliminate every boss that is like B1 to 7, 1 to 8? Like, why have them? No one kills them. Skeletons, centaurs, they all just sit there. And then the one on the fragments, so Evony said, I think what I'm understanding here on the Taisha's wheel, Evony is saying we have increased the drop rate, so you should be receiving more fragments on the civilization gear that's on Taisha's wheel than you did last time. I don't think they did. I think what Evony did to optimize it is eliminate the glitch, and that's it. But what I would like is for Evony just to give us some sort of idea, when will these pieces of gear be available another time or another way in the future? Because you're going to have a lot of people sitting on 21, 18, 24 fragments, and they're just going to be staring at them annoyed, not knowing when they're going to get a chance to complete that. So it would be nice if Evony would give us some sort of guidance, like, hey, once something goes on Taisha's wheel, its next step is going to be for free, or we'll release one random fragment in a $4.99 pack. Something like that. Like you still can buy packs, and inside they had Achaemenid gear, but it would be random. So maybe they could do something like that. But anyways, this is Evony's response to the developer call. I guess this is going to be some of the changes. To basically sum it up, we're going to get a heal preset. We're going to, in the hospital or the rally spot, we're also going to get white and green subs removed from our maps to eliminate clutter. And there's going to be server merges coming in May. So some exciting stuff. I think that was that all the big ones that I said? Preset. Oh, and with the merges, preset resets. So that is something that is actually really prestige resets. So that would actually be really exciting. I hope they do it to every server. Just say, you know what? Start over. Let's get it. Something like that. Or once a year we're going to reset. But up to Evony. At least they're doing something resetting after mergers because people get screwed. So this is Genghis, Server 68. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.